Okay, talking about companies' plans, what are the primary motivation behind Indosat decision to pursue this stock split at this time, and how does it align with the company broader financial strategy?
Yes, I think if you look at our performance, especially post-merger, we have been very consistent, and it has set a good playbook for merger in the industry. We were getting a lot of requests, and especially the reason for this corporate action was to allow more retail and young investor. We want them to be a part of our growth story. So this is one. Second, in terms of financial performance, if you look at our last result announcement, consistently, for last 10 quarters, we have been growing our revenue close to double digit, and EBITDA is growing faster than the revenue. So overall, number speaks for itself. We have been having a good run.
Okay, so stock splits are often viewed positively by the investors. But what specific benefits do you anticipate this move will bring to Indosat and its shareholders?
I think specifically, as I said, we genuinely want the retail investor liquidity in the market. This was one of the asks. Whenever I meet the investor analysts, this was one of the requests coming from them. And this transaction will enable it. And for sure, this will also help the company. We want to make sure that more and more Indonesians are part of our growth story, the whole Indosat growth journey.
Okay, so the stock split is scheduled for the end of September. Is this the timing influenced by the potential shifts in interest rates, particularly the expectation of rate cut by the Federal Reserve? How do you see it? And what do you think about the interest rates?
It's all, sometime when you do things with good karma, when timing fall into place. So it was not designed. It also happened that the interest rates and all
at one time.
Yes, it all looking positive. But our corporate actions is more built around fundamentals of the company. We are looking at more mid-term, long-term, and we wanted to ensure that we listen to our investor, we listen to our customer, and that was part of all those feedback which we were getting. But timing is a sweet spot, which for sure will work in our favor.
Okay, so it's been planned since a long time ago.
Yes, it took us around 6-8 months. This feedback was coming continuously to us, especially after first year of our merger performance, when everyone saw that we have been able to mitigate the risk and challenges, and they saw the momentum. It has been coming to us continuously after that.
Okay, so in high interest rate environment, how has the rising cost of financing impact Indosat ability to invest in network infrastructure and other growth initiatives?
I think this is a very good question. If you look at our balance sheet, our net debt to EBITDA has significantly come down. When merger happened, it was around $1.5 billion, and we have come down to 600. So in the time where interest rate was going up, it was
really
so
affect
important.
The company.
It was so important that we keep our debt ratios in control. So we were able to generate a lot of free cash flow through organic, and we had few one-off transactions. Everything helped. So having a low net debt to EBITDA ratio really helped us to keep our balance sheet and P&L very healthy.
Okay, so with the prospect of a Fed rate cut, do you foresee a resurgence in investment appetite for the telecommunication sector, particularly for Indosat?
I think more broadly, I very strongly believe that Indonesia as a country has a lot of upside opportunity, and telecom sector is the backbone of digital economy. Let me give you a few data points. One, there are very few countries in the world where there are more upside opportunity on new customer. In Indonesia, in next 3 years, by 2027 or 28, there are close to 22 to 23 million first-time new internet users, first time, which will be coming. There are not many countries in the world which have this opportunity. This is one. Second, when you look at ARPU also, today the ARPU in Indonesia is under-indexed. It is even less than $3. Look at the regional countries. Look at Thailand, $7. I can name many, similar countries. If you look at, cellular spend to GDP ratio, again it is under-indexed. So customers are looking for more value for money and experience, and this is where we are moving. And when you put both these things together, that gives us so much of confidence that there is a lot of opportunity. We just need to focus.
The price competitiveness, you mean?
What I say is, more than people looking for, customers looking for cheap product, they are looking for experience and value. So I think the industry will move in that direction.
Okay, so talking about the telecommunication industry is becoming increasingly consolidated with fewer players after numerous mergers and acquisitions. How does Indosat positions itself to maintain competitive differentiation amidst fewer rivals?
I think we have seen this pattern across the world and in Asia also. Telecom is a scale business. So what this merger for us has done is they have given a scale. We are already into a 100 million customer club. So that scale helps us in many ways in terms of synergy, efficiency, productivity. But that also gives us the ability to give marvelous experience to our customer. So again, we are quite well positioned. Indosat is properly positioned. We are very focused on ensuring two things. One, we deliver more value to our customer, and we believe the more value we deliver, our ARPUs will go up. Two, we strongly feel that a healthy industry is good for Indonesia, because the health of telecom industry has direct impact on the GDP growth. So I'm trying to highlight a key message that how important is the health of the industry. And we want to be a very constructive player on helping the industry also to grow.
Okay, so talking about price wars in the telecommunication space seemingly reducing. What is Indosat's strategy for sustaining positive average revenue per user growth in a maturing market?
Yes, I think we genuinely want to make sure that we move the industry to a $3 to a $5 ARPU. Today, as I told you, the cost of, I'm talking at an industry level, if you look at any user, they are spending around 45,000 rupiah. But if you try buying a coffee also, it will cost you 65, 70,000, Yeah. So the product which we are selling is not consumption, it is primary. Think of a Gojek driver. If he doesn't have data, he is not productive. Yeah. So it's very primary to their need. So we want to deliver value to them, and that will increase the ARPU. And the other thing which we are doing to drive ARPU up is invest on experience, network. And that we are trying to do not only on tier 1 city, we want to do it on tier 2, tier 3 city. We are significantly investing on rural areas.
Okay, Indosat has been transitioning towards more non-cellular revenue streams for now. What percentage of total revenue do you envision coming from non-cellular sources in the next 3 to 5 years?
This is a very good question. We had our capital market day around August, and we outlined our AI North Star. What we said first, we want to become a AI native telco. What does that mean? That we bring AI on everything we do. Second, we want to become a AI native techco. And AI native techco is built around 3 strong pillars. One is sovereign AI. Second is security. Whatever is connected need to be protected. Third, the importance of data. Shinta, I want to highlight this, that data is so important. data is the natural resource of the country. Every country needs to preserve the data, heritage and culture in their country. And we want to be a catalyst on that journey. By doing all those things, we are looking at building a cumulative $1 billion revenue in next 3 years. So today, if you look at pure non-cellular, non-connectivity revenue, I'm not even talking about enterprise and ICT, is only 4% of my revenue. We want to get to 10 and grow from there. We are seeing some very good traction, and this is where we are supported by some of our very strategic partners. Our partnership with likes of NVIDIA, Cisco, Google, is helping us build this, and the journey has already started.
Okay, so what specific initiatives are being undertaken to drive growth in Indosat non-cellular business segment, and what are the key markets you are focusing on?
The number one is on adjacent and non-core is sovereign cloud and AI sovereign cloud. And number two is security. On cloud, we have already built our stack, which is in Indonesia, for Indonesia at Lintasata. And we are seeing, in fact, in the region, we were one of the first before our neighbor countries to be live. Today, I'm happy to share with you, I have 7 customers. We went live in September, and we are seeing very good traction there. We are in the process of building up a very strong ecosystem of security, where we build capability, we build talent, to ensure that all these sovereign AI cloud is fully protected. And that journey has already started.
Okay, so in terms of cost efficiency, how much of the company's strong performance last year can be attributed to cost-cutting business, and how sustainable is the approach moving forward?
I have to share this with you, Shinta. When the merger started, 2022 January, we took this merger with a guiding principle of maximize, not optimize. That guiding principle has been helping us. We work with growth mindset. Every rupiah we spend, we want to make sure it brings us 3 rupiah. So instead of cutting, so our DNA are built around maximize growth. Having said that, we want to have cost leadership. For you to drive growth, you need to have discipline on cost, and scale has given us that cost leadership. Scale has given us the power to negotiate with our partner and get more efficiency. It has also given us the better unit cost. But what is driving us is growth, not efficiency. And that has been our approach.
Okay, given the telecommunications is a capital-intensive industry, what steps is Indosat taking to ensure continued profitability, especially in era of shrinking margins?
I think, again, this is a very good question. If you look at this year, especially last 4-5 months, the overall demand and consumption have softened across industry, FMCG, banking.
Not only telecommunications.
This is an industry phenomena. During that period also, we see that we are least impacted because of our approach on always driving growth. But I agree with you, telco and our business is very, very capex intensive, very capex intensive, and our approach is to sweat our asset. So we want to bring our capex to revenue ratio from a level of 24-25% to 20%, so that it is more of sweating our asset, maximizing all the investment which we have done. It's more an execution-led game, so that is what is helping us.
Okay, so with the ongoing pressure on the industry margins, do you see telecommunications companies, including Indosat, remaining attractive to investors in the medium to long term?
Personally, I always say that it is all about being in the right place at right time. And Indonesia is one country which gives you so much of opportunity. And I spoke about opportunities of rural growth, connecting the unconnected, opportunity on ARPU upside. So both is available on Indonesia. our fundamentals at Indosat is very strong. On one side, we want to double down on our core. We feel we can still continue growing our core to double digit, and that gives us the right to play on non-core and adjacent. And we are building our adjacent revenues, which I spoke about. So I'm very, very confident and bullish that the industry.
Indonesia is a strong market for telecommunication
for sure.
industry.
It is one of the best market Indonesia for the industry. And at Indosat, we are on a mission to make sure that we do well and we also take industry in the right direction.
Okay, so the telecommunication sector is increasingly focusing on digital services and innovations such as 5G. How is Indosat planning to stay at the forefront of this technological advancement?
Yes, I think again this is a very good question. We want to make sure that both AI and 5G will be a very good combination, and we want to make sure that Indosat play a pivotal role on bringing 5G and AI for all. It's not about technology, it is about what technology can do to solve people problem and how it can help. So, you would have seen we are significantly invested on AI. Early adaptation of AI in Indonesia will help Indonesia move up on the GDP growth. And with 5G and AI for all, this is our mission in the next 3 to 4 year journey.
Okay, so talking about challenges, what challenges does Indosat foresee in maintaining profitability and growth in light of ongoing digital transformation and technological shifts, such as the rollout of 5G and increased competition from digital players?
I think one of the challenge which is very specific to Indonesia is, as you rightly said, high capex intensity, because the demographic of the country with so many islands and all, so the cost of connectivity is high. The other challenge is execution of making it happen. The biggest thing which we want to really focus on is on human capital. If we have to unlock all these challenges into opportunity, we need to invest on human capital. And we have started that journey from Indosat and Indosat employee, but we want to play a bigger role on how Indosat can be a key partner with all the companies and institutions who is trying to focus on investing on human capital. Because both ways, if country is doing well, we will do well. So the challenge is we need more skilled team, we need more skilled force. Otherwise, this technology will not be able to unlock the full potential.
But how do you see the growth of infrastructure in telecommunication industry in Indonesia?
Infrastructure, if you ask me, is moving quite nicely. I'm sure we are now getting into the 5G. Very soon we'll get into 5G investment cycle. AI at Indosat group level, we have already taken that strong. We want us to be a saper, not just a taker. So things are moving. Where we need to move fast is also investing on human capital. Then only you will be able to unlock the full potential of all these infrastructure investment on technology.